Welcome back to Carneades.org. Today we're going to be continuing our series, Dumbfounding Definitions, Dizzying Distinctions, and Diabolical Doctrines, a series sorting through some of the jargon of philosophy. In this video, we're going to be looking at what is an efficient cause, continuing our series on Aristotle's four causes. So, if you're looking at a simplified definition of what an efficient cause is, you might think that it is the thing that caused the object to come into being. The sculptor is the efficient cause of the statue, but this is a common misconception. It is not just the sculptor, and nor is it wholly the sculptor, but rather the sculptor combined with the knowledge and ability to create the object, or as Aristotle might say, the shape of the sculptor's soul, the knowledge in that sculptor of how to create the thing. That is what the efficient cause is. It is not all of the sculptor, because Aristotle wants to cut out the sculptor's beliefs and desires and all of those things from the efficient cause. The efficient cause is just the knowledge of how to create the sculpture as it exists within the sculptor. Aristotle makes this distinction to separate the efficient cause from the will or desire of the sculptor. The efficient cause of something is the ability of it to be created, not the reason for which it was created. So, when we ask, why was the cup created, we might answer, because someone had the knowledge of how to make a cup, or a factory was programmed to make a cup. Once again, it's the maker combined with the knowledge. So we could frame that in the sense of technology as well as in the sense of a person. So a person can have the body, the ability to make something, as well as the knowledge, the information to make that thing. A factory, just the same, can have the right parts and the right pieces to make something, and also be programmed such that it can make it. That combination creates the efficient cause. It is the combination of some actor and the knowledge which makes up the efficient cause, not the actor alone, and it does not include the actor's will to do it. The efficient cause of water freezing into an ice cube would be the knowledge of making ice cubes held by a person who makes them. The efficient cause of the book is the idea of the story within the author. And the efficient cause of a flower is the blueprint for a new flower in an old flower. It's DNA, basically. So within the seed that created that flower, the blueprint and it being within something that could create it anew. So the DNA is the blueprint, the seed or the old flower, that's what is the agent or the thing that can act and create something new. Aristotle wants to put forward a teleological view of objects, where everything has a purpose and a creator. However, I'm concerned that this is the case. And so for Aristotle, everything's going to have an efficient cause, and it's going to have a final cause, which we'll get to in the next video. There seem to be plenty of things which were created, but there was no one plan for them. Take a volcano. It seems that there was no one primary starting point to create a volcano, in the same way the seed might create a flower or a sculptor might create a bronze statue. There are many different factors which lead to its creation, including pressure in the earth, the flow of magma, the thickness of the crust. I doubt you can really point to any single starting point, yet volcanoes are clearly objects that we keep our eyes on in fear as they may explode and destroy entire towns. They seem like a thing, but there's no one efficient cause that you can point to. The same might be said of a lightning strike, for example. Storms are created by a range of weather forces, including temperature, air pressure, and air currents. A single lightning strike is caused by all of these things, as well as the positioning of particular objects on the ground. It's really hard to say that there is one efficient cause of a lightning strike. It doesn't seem to be one single thing that's the efficient cause of a lightning strike, in the same way that a sculptor is the cause of a statue. Since without any of these many conditions, it would not happen. And this is going to be a problem for Aristotle, because Aristotle wants to take this kind of view of art, and nature resembles art, and say that we can apply it to nature, that art has efficient causes, so does nature, so do natural things. And that's how he's going to start with this program of natural philosophy, of saying that we can talk about the cause of a sculpture, we can also talk about the efficient cause of a plant or a storm. And I'm not sure we can do that. Maybe the plant, we can talk about a seed being an efficient cause, but I don't see an efficient cause for a storm or a volcano. What do you think? Does everything have an efficient cause? Or are there some things where there's no one thing we can point to as the primary piece which caused that thing to come into existence? Write your answers in the comments below and watch this video and more here at Carneades.org, and stay skeptical, everybody.